Google Gemini new free updates are insane. You've been sleeping on one of the most powerful free AI tools out there. And I get it. There's so much noise right now. But what Google just gave away for free? It's a lot. Most people don't even know half of this exists. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what's available right now, what's actually worth using, and how to get the most out of it without paying a single dollar. I'm Christina, and I help people learn how to actually use AI, not just talk about it, but implement it in real work and real workflows. If that's what you're here for, stick around because this one is packed. And before we get into the good stuff, I want to flag something, because there are a few updates here that I did not expect Google to make free, so stay with me. Let's start with what a lot of people missed. Gemini Live. The feature that lets you have a real, back-and-forth voice conversation with Gemini, including sharing your camera and your screen, is now completely free on Android and iOS for everyone. That is massive. You can point your phone camera at anything: a broken appliance, a confusing document, something you're trying to fix, and have a live conversation about it while Gemini sees exactly what you're looking at. Before this update, it was sitting behind the paid plan. And Google themselves have said that Gemini Live conversations run about 5 times longer than regular text conversations on average, because it's just a more natural way to interact. So if you haven't tried it yet, that's your first thing to go test after this video. Now let's talk about the model situation, because this matters a lot for free users. Gemini 3 Flash is now the default model in the Gemini app, a significant upgrade over the previous default, bringing next-generation intelligence at speed. It handles everyday tasks well: summarizing, writing, brainstorming, answering questions. But free users also get access to more powerful options in the model picker: thinking mode for complex problem-solving, and a Pro option, Gemini 3 Pro, which Google describes as the best choice for advanced math and coding. These higher-level models have daily usage limits on the free tier, so you won't get unlimited access. But they're there, and they're usable. The context window on the free tier sits at 32,000 tokens, roughly 50 pages of text. Enough for most tasks, though it won't handle massive documents or full code bases. Now I want to talk about Canvas, because this is one of the updates people are going to be very happy about. Canvas is the creative workspace inside Gemini. It's where you build things, not just chat. You can upload any source and use it to create entire presentation decks with images and data visualizations, then export directly to Google Slides. This rolled out to paid subscribers first and is making its way to free users. Canvas also supports interactive infographics, quizzes, and audio overviews in 45 languages. And if you want to build actual apps or websites from a description, the Pro model inside Canvas is really capable at turning ideas into working code fast. Here's where it gets interesting. Deep research is now available to free users, up to 5 reports per month. You give it a question or topic, it builds a research plan, browses the web, analyzes sources, and puts together a detailed report with citations. And you can now also upload your own files and images into Deep Research. So it's not just pulling public information. It can cross-reference your private documents with what it finds online. Solid combination for 5 free reports a month. Notebook LM is also now integrated directly inside Gemini. You can bring your notebooks in as sources for more grounded, accurate responses, which makes the whole research workflow a lot more powerful. Now, here's where I want to pause for a second, because when I first started diving deep into all of this, I was honestly overwhelmed. There were so many tools, and I kept wondering which ones were actually worth my time and which ones were just cool demos. That's when I found a community called AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works. Not theory, real workflows, real use cases. People in there are actually using these tools in their day-to-day work and sharing what moves the needle. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones just sound good in a video. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and your skills, the link is in the description. Okay, back to it, because there's still more. Let's talk about image generation because this is one of the more generous things Google has done for free users. Free users get up to 100 image generations and edits per day, including refining images you've already generated or uploaded through text prompts. That's enough to actually use for real projects, not just test once. And there are also 100 monthly AI credits that go toward video creation tools like Flow and Whisk, giving you a way to test those without paying anything. One more update I want to highlight because I think it's underrated: temporary chat. You can now start a conversation with Gemini that won't be saved to your chat history, won't be used to train Google's AI models, and won't personalize your experience. A clean slate conversation that disappears when you're done, useful if you're working on something sensitive or just want a private session. And gems. Free users have access to this too. Gems are custom versions of Gemini you configure for specific tasks. You give it a role, set instructions, and it behaves consistently every time you open it. A writing assistant, a research helper, a coding assistant, whatever you need, built once, reused every time. Now let me be honest about the limitations. The free tier is solid, but it's designed for lighter use. Advanced models have daily caps. Deep research is 5 reports per month. The context window is smaller than paid plans. Video generation is very limited. And Deep Think, Google's most advanced reasoning mode, that's ultra only. So if your workflow is heavy, the free tier will hit its ceiling. But for learning, experimenting, and building real skills, it's in a really good place right now. And the updates are coming fast, which means if you build these skills now, you're ahead of most people. Here's what I'd recommend you actually do after this video. First, go test Gemini Live. Turn on camera sharing and try it on something real. Ask it to walk you through a process while looking at your screen. Second, go into Canvas. Upload something you've been working on and ask it to build a presentation. Export to Google Slides and see what you get. Third, run one deep research report on something you actually need to know more about. Give it a specific question and see how the output compares to what you'd put together manually. Those 3 things will show you more about what Gemini can do than any amount of watching videos about it. If you're looking to go deeper on AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend checking out AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively. Everyone shares real experiences. What's working? What's not? Which tools are worth your time? Which ones to skip? No hype. Just solid information and practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates and figure out how to actually apply them. Link is in the description. And if you want the full process, SOPs, over 100 AI use cases, and all the video notes from this video, join AI Success Lab. Links in the comments and description. You'll get access to our community of 58,000 members who are actually putting this stuff to work every day. If this was useful, drop a like, it helps a lot, and subscribe if you want more of this kind of content. I'll see you in the next one.